Welcome, Japanese woodblock print collectors and enthusiasts. The other day I saw some familiar looking images in an article about Star Wars badge art, and I thought it would be a fun topic to explore. So buckle up and let's go. First, a reminder that George Lucas, the creator of Star Wars, was greatly influenced by Akira Kurosawa's 1958 samurai movie, The Hidden Fortress. In this movie, the story was shown from the point of view of two bumbling peasants who were caught in a war and unknowingly help a princess and her general across enemy lines. Besides the similarity of this main plot point, there are many other tie-ins, such as the symbol of the Yamana clan in the movie looks a lot like the Galactic Empire's crest. Every year there's an international event called Star Wars Celebration. It's a Star Wars expo filled with major announcements, exhibits, screening, celebrity guests, and everything else you can imagine that's Star Wars related. The next one is going to be held in Japan from April 18th to the 20th. And here is the key art that will appear on posters, shirts, and other merchandise. It doesn't look Ukiyo-e like, but it's got the symbolism of the rising sun, Mount Fuji, cherry blossoms, and this Japanese ink painting or sumi-e style brushstroke to give it some energy and to hold the whole composition together. Another key promotional piece is the art design for the badges that are the tickets for entry to the show. Here's an example of badge designs from a past show. This year, the event tapped a Japanese artist named Takumi. I couldn't find much information about him online, but you can check out his Instagram at takumitalksin.tm. Takumi created 5 ukiyo-e inspired designs for the badges. I think there'll be 17 in total. Let's have a look at them. Starting with Jedi Master Yoda, floating above a Zen rock garden. You can immediately see the woodblock print influence in the composition of the print. The black outlines, the way the colors are applied, and the other traditional elements such as the rectangular cartouches with the title of the work and the artist's signature. And of course there's the publisher stamps. Next we have Ahsoka, flying through the air, wearing samurai gear with 2 white lightsabers and a plum tree in the background. This one features the Mandalorian and Baby Yoda fighting the enemy in a bamboo forest. Notice how they're breaking through the borders of the print. Next, Luke Skywalker in a dramatic 3/4 pose with his green lightsaber. In the background we see a maple tree with falling leaves. And finally, Darth Vader, looking ominous in his samurai armor with a red lightsaber, a pine tree, and mist in the background. The artist Takumi said, "If you look at the masterpieces of ukiyo-e from the Edo period, you'll find that using a common theme or essence across connected artworks is a traditional technique." Now, I don't know if you immediately thought Yoshitoshi as the key influence here, but that's where my mind went. You might be wondering, why Yoshitoshi? There must be other artists that could serve as inspiration, artists that depicted warriors. On that topic, let's take a quick look at some of these. The obvious master of musha-e, or warrior prints, was Kuniyoshi. But much of his work looks like this, very complex and busy. Gorgeous scenes of fearsome warriors, but not very contemporary. In later years, he produced this more simple, realistic series of the 47 Ronin. This is definitely more in line with the Star Wars badge art. Kunisada and Kunichika also created many warrior prints, but their designs were too stylized. I think it would be difficult to get the right tone of the characters using these Utagawa school conventions. Yoshitoshi is the artist who has the most graphic and contemporary style, and one that foreshadowed modern anime. Yoshitoshi's main teacher was Kuniyoshi, who emphasized drawing from real life. Yoshitoshi also learned the elements of Western drawing techniques and perspective through studying Kuniyoshi's collection of foreign prints and engravings. We can see examples of this more realistic style from Yoshitoshi's early 1868 series, Selection of 100 Warriors. Now jump about 20 years to the end of his career when he produced his most famous work, 100 Aspects of the Moon. There are 100 prints in this series that portrays famous people from history, literature, and legend. Many of the prints have simple backgrounds with atmospheric gradations. And of course, every print has a reference to the moon. I think that in this series, you can see the most resemblance to this new Star Wars badge art. I really appreciate artists who pay homage to the great masters of Japanese ukiyo-e. Their designs do a wonderful job of introducing people to the world of our favorite woodblock print artists. As a fan of Japan, the Star Wars saga, and an ukiyo-e collector, these badge illustrations are the perfect combination. I can't wait to see the release of the other badges. Until that time, may the Force be with you. You knew I had to get that in. And happy collecting.